Meta's Muse Spark 1.2 did not win GameDevBench, but its first public score landed at 63.1%, exactly level with GPT-5.6 Sol at high reasoning and only 0.6 behind Sol at xhigh. That is a serious debut. It is also easy to misread. GameDevBench is not a meta benchmark. It is an ICML 2026 benchmark from Carnegie Mellon and Princeton, built around 333 Godot tasks from 88 tutorials. These are not little single-file code puzzles. The tasks cover 2D and 3D graphics, user interfaces, and gameplay. A typical reference solution changes about 4.7 files, 114 lines, and 3.2 file types. Agents must handle scene files, shaders, sprites, animations, and code, then pass deterministic checks. The paper's clearest result is that visual feedback matters. In one comparison, GPT 5.4 rose from 41.1% without feedback to 52% when the agent could inspect screenshots and gameplay video. That is why a game benchmark is useful for coding agents. It tests whether the system can see the result, not just generate plausible text. Now the scoreboard. Claude Fable 5 at xhigh, running in Claude code, is first at 67.3%, plus or minus 5.0. GPT 5.6 Sol at xhigh, running in Codex, is second at 63.7%, plus or minus 5.2. Sol at high is 63.1%, plus or minus 5.2. Muse Spark 1.2 at high inside Muse code is also 63.1%, plus or minus 5.2. The repository now assigns both rows joint rank 3. So Wayne Chi's wording is accurate. Muse ties for third on the point estimate. But this is not a clean claim that Muse equals GPT 5.6, and it is not a win over Claude. The confidence intervals overlap. More importantly, every row is a model, a reasoning level, and an agent harnessed together. Muse runs in Muse code. GPT runs in Codex. Claude runs in Claude code. This is a system result, not a model-only cage match. The jump is still real. The official repository's August 6th commit added Muse at 63.1%. Another commit then changed the leaderboard to joint ranking. The prior public leaderboard had no meta entry. That means meta went from unrepresented to immediately competitive on this benchmark. It does not mean an older meta model was proven to score 0. There is also version drift worth noticing. The camera-ready paper says the best agent was 53.8%. The project page later showed 63.7%. The live leaderboard now reaches 67.3%. Benchmarks move as new models are added, so use the current CSV, not a stale screenshot. My verdict: if you build visual or game-heavy software, Muse Spark 1.2 belongs on the shortlist. If you are choosing a production coding agent, this chart alone is not enough. It does not measure your repository, latency, cost, or long-run reliability. The next honest test is the same kind of task inside your own Godot project, with screenshot feedback enabled and the result verified, not just rendered. Subscribe for grounded agent reviews without the victory lap math.